Hey guys, Joe Towansky here with you, Joe To as I like to be called, for another AutoSim video. Today we're going to start a little series, a weekly series here on my channel, so make sure if you like this video, you hit the like button, you subscribe for weekly AutoSim videos. We're going to be using beta 6.1, which just came out in the last week. There'll be a link in the description if you want to download AutoSim. It's a great game. There's numerous videos out there now starting to populate the YouTube NASCAR waves. Give it a look. Support it on Patreon. Support it by buying some merch. I'll put both those links down there in the description as well for the developers of the game. And support our videos for it to show that this is content you want and content you crave. So today we're going to be starting, well, you probably already saw the title of the video, but we're going to start in owner mode in 2008, taking over HAAS CNC Racing, or whatever it's called at the time, to see if we can do without Tony Stewart driving one of our cars and make HAAS into a championship team. So we're going to click 2008, the first year of the COT, and we are going to choose HAAS CNC Racing. And our name, Joe To. Submit. Alright, so we're going to look at our team info, our overview. We got the 66 and 70 cars. So we got Scott Riggs and Jeremy Mayfield. That's not going to end up working out in the long run now, is it? So we're going to get both these guys. I think we'll probably do year one today in this video, and then we'll just do each video will be a year and kind of take more time than I did in that initial first look at 6.0 video and kind of make it a series for you guys. So it should be a lot of fun here. Alright, so we're going to go back. We're going to go to edit team, edit existing team. I forget, which driver do you think has a better overall? So Mayfield has a better overall, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the 70 car and we'll put any money we can into the 70. So right now the only thing we can upgrade is our chassis, so we're going to upgrade that for the Daytona 500. So hopefully we can at least get a couple good finishes, because there should be a lot of money on the line. Since there's not a lot we can do, we're going to go ahead and run race. And that did not work. We finished 40th and 42nd. Oh boy. Let's see. Were we involved in crashes, I assume? Oh, look at that. They probably crashed together with Robbie Gordon. Thanks, Robbie. But, yeah, shocker there. Chevy populates the whole top 5, so a good run for the Bowtie Brigade. So Ryan Newman does not win the 2008 Daytona 500, so that's unfortunate for him, as he wrecked out. There you see it right there. So tough break, so we're going to have no money after one race. Jesus. This is something we're going to... Actually, we'll go back. Go ahead and run race 2. We finished... Okay, so 2 top 20s. That's a lot better. We should at least have a little bit of money now. Let's see. So we finished around Casey Mears in the 5 car and Joe Nemechek. So about where. Finished at Greg Biffle and Denny Hamlin. That's weird. The Toyota teams are all saying they're Chevy. That's funny. Well, I guess Michael Waltrip Racing saying it's Chevy. Well, it's probably a good thing for them that they're not Toyota in 2008, because... well, actually, no. 2007 it would be bad, but... Anyways, let's go ahead and go to edit team, existing team. We'll go to the 66 for Riggs. We can probably upgrade his chassis, so there we go. We'll upgrade that. We'll run another race, 28th and 43rd, so let's see who decided that they were going to die. Oh, Scott Riggs. Nice. Glad we just built a new chassis. And Dave... Dave Blaney wins race 3 with Reed Sorensen finishing second. That had to be a fuel mileage thing. Oh my god. Dave Blaney, your winner in race 3 at Las Vegas. Yikes. Look at that. Toyota, 2 wins. 2 wins already. And Martin Truex won the 500, so... Oh boy. Alright, we definitely don't have any more money, so we're going to run another race. And one of our cars DNQ'd. I'm assuming it would be Riggs. let's see. Yep, so Riggs DNQ'd. You know, a thing, we'll see. If he DNQs another race, I think we're going to shut that team down, and we'll just focus on making the 70 car better. I think that's going to be our plan. So let's go to edit team, existing 70. Alright, we can upgrade the chassis again, so we're going to do that. Go ahead and run another race. Alright, so they both qualify. Let's see who finished 42nd. We go down here. Oh, Scott Riggs involved in another crash, so he's at least making us some money. Not a lot, but Jeremy Mayfield with a 14th place finish. You see Brad Keselowski finished 11th in that part-time car, so Jeremy Mayfield doing a really good job, actually, for us. Hopefully he's not taking any performance-enhancing drugs, but I'm not going to make that joke. Anyways, you know, whatever. Montoya wins on a not road course, so congratulations, Juan Pablo Montoya, on winning. Kurt Busch led the most laps, 7 cautions for 21. So if we go back to the schedule real quick, through 5 races, we've had 4 different winners. Tony Stewart's the only repeat winner. Rough day for our 66 team. But yeah, I think we're going to just keep we'll upgrade the chassis again. We'll just keep putting all the money into the 70 car. And then Scott Riggs finishes 3rd. I have no idea what's going on, guys. Mark Martin wins in the 8 car, so go Dale, I guess. Well, go Dale's teammate in real life 2009. Mark Martin wins, Carl Edwards, and then Scott Riggs. We got top 5, baby. Best finish for us so far by far. I think Mayfield had like a 14th or 11th or something, so good job, Scott Riggs. You know, you wrecked last week, you DNQ'd, but top 5, let's go. And then Mayfield finishes way down in 20th, but you know, we're getting better. We're getting better. Because that was Martinsville. So Martinsville. Talladega hasn't even happened yet. So that's probably good for our small little team. Go ahead and run another race. 20th and 32nd. I'm assuming Mayfield is probably the 32nd place due to engine trouble. So maybe we should go hire a engine builder. I think that's probably what we're going to do next to try to reduce that cost. You know, AutoSim is just a fun little game. It's just a fun little game. So let's go staff manager. Because we don't have any staff. We'll hit hire staff. We're going to find a engine builder. Jay Woods? He's not interested in signing with us. Rusty Reed. That's a fun name. Rusty Reed, not interested in signing with us. Alex Rogers? Not interested in signing with us. We'll go up the list. Okay, so all our candidates are out the door. Timothy Barrett Jr. Yeah, $20,000. We're going to go ahead and hire him. Edit. Let's see. So now to upgrade the engine by 5, it's $60,000. We're going to upgrade our chassis because we have $20,000. You know what? We'll do with the 66. We'll make it part-time. I bet that might actually help us if we make the 66 part-time here. We'll let him run a few more races as a full-time, just to see. Because he finishes 3rd. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Kevin Harvick wins in the GM Goodwrench car in 2008, so that's not correct. Okay, so Gibbs is Chevy. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this 2008 document, but alright, so unfortunate that Jeremy Mayfield had I'm assuming got involved in a wreck. Nope, he had engine trouble. So why did I hire you, Mr. Timothy Barrett Jr.? I should have hired Timothy Barrett Sr. I bet you he would have known how to build an engine that didn't explode. Anyways, so we got $27,000. That's good. We'll run another race. 31st and 41st, so not what we wanted. I'm pretty sure this was Talladega. So Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton. It was the Jeff and Jeff show. Go Jeff, go. You know who I'm rooting for? Jeff. And ooh, unfortunate. So Scott Riggs finished 35th, but didn't tear up a car, so that's good for us. let's look real quick at statistics. No, team info, team stats for the year. So this is something I forgot to show off. There's this nice little graph. I'm gonna have to make it smaller to fit it on the screen here. But so that just shows our performance. So here you see Riggs has had better finishes the last few weeks over Mayfield. Mayfield's been on a downward spiral. Because Riggs has those two top 3 finishes, or 2 third-place finishes, so he's doing... After DNQing at Las Vegas, he has since had 2 top 5s. 2 podiums. So, Jesus. Rough start for that 66 team, but looks like they're on the come up. Let's go ahead, let's upgrade his chassis. See if we give him a little better equipment if he runs a little better. Alright, so one of our cars finished dead last, and it was Jeremy Mayfield due to engine trouble. What are we doing, Mr. Timothy Barrett Jr.? Oh my god. And so then Riggs finished 19th. So a top 20 run, that's honestly all we want. We beat Jimmy Johnson. I mean, we lost to Sam Hornish Jr. and David Gilliland, but we beat Jimmy Johnson. So let's look at the positives in the day, and we'll move on to the next race. Brian Vickers won. I forgot to mention Brian Vickers won that race. Brian Vickers won at Darlington. Oh boy. Anyways, let's go to our 70 car. Probably we'll want to upgrade this engine because it's at 64. So we're going to save up to edit that. Because the engine on the 66 is at least 73. So we're going to save up to upgrade the engine on the 70 car. So 16th and 21st, so almost a pair of top 20s. Mayfield actually beat his teammate for once. Finished ahead of the likes of Ryan Newman and Jimmy Johnson and Dale Jr. And Scott Riggs finished 21st. Although I guess finishing ahead of Dale Jr. isn't really that big of an accomplishment in 2008. I said it. Find me. Anyways. Good job, Riggs. You know, continuing. We haven't looked at the standings to this point, so let's try to see... Assuming they're both probably in the 30s. Riggs is 29th, and then Jeremy Mayfield's 34th, so not what you want, but Riggs only missed a race, so I wonder where he'd be if he didn't miss Las Vegas. But edit team, edit existing. We're almost there to buy an engine upgrade. We should be able to get it this week. So 30th and 40th. Jeff Gordon wins again. Mark Martin finishes 2nd. Reagan with a top 5. That's... Again, AutoSim, the wonders of AutoSim. Your favorite drivers that suck can finish good. Nothing against David Reagan, but 2008 was definitely not... Well, I think 2008 might have been one of his better years, actually. I know he was better on earlier in his career than he was later. But Mayfield with another terrible finish, 40th place. And Riggs finished 30th, so Mayfield, let's see. He was involved in a crash, probably because Waltrip had engine trouble. Or Patrick Carpanier. Oh my god. Anyways, let's go edit. We're going to upgrade his engine now. We can upgrade it by 5, so we're going to do that. So hopefully he doesn't have as many motor issues. 16th and 37th, so we'll be able to see who finished 37th right here. Mayfield. Okay, so wonders of AutoSim. You upgrade the engine. Apparently, Timothy Barrett Jr. makes things worse. We hired him and then we had 3 straight engine blows with the 70 car. And now we told him, hey, make our engines better. And what does he do? He makes them worse again. So, bad. Just a bad run for this 70 car all season. I honestly thought Mayfield was the car we were going to put money into. But right now it looks like Scott Riggs is our better driver. Mark Martin and Dale Jr. finished 1-2, 8 and 88. Tony Stewart 3rd in that 2008 Joe Gibbs Home Depot Chevy. If we take a look at the standings, Jeff Gordon is 1st and Mark Martin 2nd. Tony Stewart, Harvick, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, David Reagan, Dale Jr., and then Hornish and Greg Biffle right now would be the playoff or the chase drivers because it's 2008, so it's the chase. Kurt Busch and Truex. Truex, our Daytona 500 winner, currently on the outside. There's a lot of big names outside. Brian Vickers won Darlington, but he's only got those 2 top 10s. So he's out there. Riggs is still 29th in points after missing a race. And then Mayfield's 34th, so he's at least ahead of Michael Waltrip. So You know, Michael Waltrip. Team rankings. Let's see where we're ranked right now. Probably way down here. Oh, God. We're 70 prestige. Well, we're ahead of Robbie Gordon. We're ahead of Petty somehow. I wouldn't look at it like that. But 24th and 20... God bless it. 24th and 27th. Let's see if Riggs outperformed Mayfield. He did. So Jeremy Mayfield might actually... I thought we were going to give Scott Riggs the axe at the end of the season, but right now it looks like it might be Mayfield. Whoever's worse in points, we're not going to try to rehire him to build this team. So we're going to run another race because we definitely don't have enough money. 26th and 36th. Who blew up? Mayfield was involved in a crash. Mark Martin wins another race. Mark Martin going on a tear right now. 3 wins, 12 top 10s, but look at those stats for Jeff Gordon here. 3 wins, 9 top 5s, 15 top 10s. Doing a great job behind the wheel of that 24 car. Things I don't want to say. 45,000. So let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead. We'll upgrade the chassis twice. So that gets it up to a 78. That should help us. 29th and 36th. And Riggs was involved in a crash. So it would help. And Paul Menard won. Paul Menard won. I have no idea. He's in a Napa car. I have no idea how Paul Menard won. What is going on? Paul Menard wins this race. I'm assuming it's a short track or a super speedway. Let's see. It was Sonoma, so we won the road course race at Sonoma after Mark Martin won Michigan, my home track. Paul Menard won. Great run for Paul Menard. Good job, Paul. I don't even remember where we finished. We only got 17 grand. Oh boy. Alright, maybe it's time to hire some new staff. Let's see if we can... We're going to try to get a... We can probably get a crappy driver mentor. Nope, we can't afford that. Caden Jones Jr. Yep, thank you, Caden Jones Jr. So we're Team Junior. I guess you could call us Junior Motorsports. I'll show myself at the door. Anyways, we'll run another race. 22nd, 28th. Seems like we hire new staff and we just get worse. I try to make the team better and it just gets worse. Oh, I'm such a great owner. So Mayfield at least outbeat Riggs. So good for them. That was Daytona. You'd think we'd have better runs at Daytona. 30th and 30th. Tony Stewart wins. David Rudiman finishes second. And Casey Mears finishes third. What a top 5. Tony Stewart, David Rudiman, Casey Mears, Carl Edwards, Mark Martin. I wonder where did Jeff finish? Because that's right now the... That's right now the battle for the championship is Jeff Gordon and... Oh, Jeff Gordon. Was he... Oh, no. 22nd. Big oof for Jeff Gordon in the chat. Type F in the chat in the comments below for Jeff Gordon. Not good for that 24 team. Alright, run another race. 11th and 24th. So, I'm assuming that 11th place was probably Mayfield. Nope, Scott Riggs. Again, getting great finishes. I think he's going to end up being ahead. We'll look at the standings. Mayfield's 35th. Riggs is 29th still. I just wonder where he'd be in points if he didn't miss that race. Because he's right there with Blaney and Guapel. But Blaney did win that race. Blaney won a race. Father of Ryan. I almost screwed that up. Won a race. Alright, well... Arrow. How much is it? Upgrades Arrow is 75. So let's go to staff manager. We'll hire... someone for Arrow. Not pit crew, public relations. Engine builder. So we're gonna go director of analytics. Armando Michaels. Is there J.R. let's go ahead and do... Let's try... Can we get Armando Michaels? Yes, we can. Only a one-year deal. Only a one-year deal, so he'll be with us through the rest of the season. Run a race. 29th and 30th. Jeebus. Jeremy Mayfield, what did I tell you about getting in those crashes? I think we're going to need an intervention with Jeremy Mayfield. I don't think it's going to be the right kind of intervention that... Well, it's not the kind of intervention he needs. That's for sure. Sam Hornish Jr. wins, though, in the 77 car, so crazy finish there. Very, very surprising finish for the 77 team winning. We'll go ahead. Let's see if we have enough money to invest anywhere. So, we can upgrade aero by 4 for 45. So I think that's what we're going to do next on the 66 cars. Try to upgrade the aero a bit. Run another race. 13th and 34th. Mayfield has engine trouble. Story of the season is Jeremy Mayfield getting taken out either by wrecks or by his equipment failing. I can't really blame him for the equipment failing since that's my job. So I need the competitors to stop wrecking him every week. Anyways, should have enough money to upgrade this team. We do. We're going to upgrade the aero. So now we're at a 72 car overall for Scott Riggs. He's still only a 69 as the driver, but I don't think investing in a driver we might be getting rid of is going to be a good move at this point. We'll go ahead and run another race here. 25th and 37th. Scott Riggs blew a radiator, so mark that down as one where Jeremy Mayfield beat Scott Riggs. We can actually, let's look at our team info, team stats. So this graph, again, it shows you how they did. So this yellow is the 66 car and the blue is the 70 car. We can see most weeks Scott Riggs has actually been beating Mayfield as of late. But then Mayfield, like here you see 2 races, he beat him, or 3 races he beat him, and then 3. So it's been like a swing all season. It's been 3 or 4, 3 for Dale, 4 for Casey Kane's career at Red Bull Racing. And it's been kind of awkward, but, you know, Riggs has had better finishes. His average finish is 25th. Mayfield's is only 29th. Mayfield does have one more start, though, so he at least qualified for an extra race. I'm thinking we'll probably take I think we'll probably take the 70 car part-time in 2009, 2009. Let's see what happens. We'll run another race. 17th and 26th. So let's see. Mark Martin wins again. Mark Martin is an absolute beast. We should try to hire Mark Martin. So Mayfield finishes 17th. So that, like I said, they kind of just go 3 weeks at a time. One will beat the other. So Riggs finishes around Bobby Labonte, Ryan Newman. But that's about where he is in points. So I don't know if it'll hurt him necessarily. We'll look at the standings real quick too. You see Junior and Hornish were kind of on the bubble there. Brian Vickers actually missed a race, so didn't realize that. So did Bobby Labonte, and they're higher. But Scott Riggs 28th in points. Mayfield 35th still after making all the races. So he's behind Michael Waltrip, but ahead of Michael McDowell. He's in a Michael sandwich there. But let's see, do we have any money to upgrade this car? We can upgrade the chassis. We're going to do that again. Upgrading the chassis is the cheapest way to upgrade the car, but we got to start focusing on upgrading aero and then upgrading the pit crew as well. We'll probably hire a pit crew coach here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and run another race. The 25th and 28th, so not stellar, but Montoya wins another race. I did not see that coming in his second year in the Cup Series in that Ganassi Dodge, but we finished 25th and 28th. Scott Riggs beats his teammate, and they have Keselowski and Dale Jr. in between them there. So Mayfield finishes 28th, but that's an improvement for his points positioning most likely. We'll run one more race. This sets the playoff or the chase. So Casey Kane wins. Good job, Casey, getting a win finally in that Budweiser Dodge. We finished 17th and 32nd. Riggs is the 32nd place. He was involved in a crash. It looks like a lot of guys involved in incidents. Jacques Villeneuve had an engine go. Oh no. Although that dude does blow a lot of hot air, so I wouldn't be surprised if it got too hot under the hood for that car. Jeremy Mayfield, though, 17th place, another top 20. That's the kind of... Shoot. Where did that go? There we go. So here's our chase for the Cup drivers. Mark Martin, Montoya, both... Mark Martin with 5 wins, 20 top 10s out of 25 races. Montoya with 3 wins, but only 4 top 10s and 3 top 5s. I wonder, is this the playoff? Nope, it's the chase. At least, or at least it's 12 guys. Runeman somehow snuck his way in. So did Casey Mears, but Mears at least had a win. Gordon with 3 wins, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, Sam Hornish Jr., Kurt Busch, David Runeman, Casey Mears. On the outside, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Reagan, Dale Jr., Truex, our Daytona 500 winner, Hamlin, Biffle, Jamie McMurray, Ryan Newman, Jeff Burton, Elliott Sadler, AC Scott Riggs, there we are, and Jeremy Mayfield way back in points. Didn't have a shot. So let's look at our team again. We got 43,000. We're going to save just a little. We're going to save one more race so we can upgrade Aero again on this car, get that above 70. 18th and 28th. No, a lot of guys involved in incidents again this week. So that, again, I'm okay with everybody else wrecking their cars, but Paul Menard wins another race. Bobby Labonte with a top 5. What a crazy way to start the chase. Scott Riggs finishes 18th, so then that means Mayfield finished 28th. Yikes. Mayfield looks like he's going to be losing his full-time ride in the off-season. We'll edit existing to 66, upgrade the Aeros. Now we got a 74 car overall. 82 chassis, 73 Aero. We haven't upgraded the pit crew at all, and we've done a little... I don't think we've upgraded the engine on this, because Timothy Barrett seems to destroy everything he touches. Go ahead, run another race. 31st and 36th. Keep jinxing myself, man. Jeremy Mayfield involved in a wreck. Where's Riggs? So Riggs then finished 31st? Maybe? 8 cautions for 24 laps. Yikes. Elliott Sadler, though, winning in that Stanley Tools Dodge for Evernham. Yep, so Riggs finishes 31st. Oof. Let's look at our team stats again real quick. Yeah, so see, again, it's that thing where, okay, 2 weeks, and then a week, like, they're pretty close to each other with driver overall and stuff. It's just Riggs has had a couple, had some higher highs at the start of the year. Although, I mean, I'm not going to go for the low blow. You can make the joke yourself. Oh, not the button I wanted to hit. Anyways. '20th, 22nd, again, consider 22nd a top 20 run. It's a top 25 run. I mean, that's where we're kind of stretching it to kind of say it's an accomplishment. But, hey, that's about where these cars should be running, so I'm happy. Scott Riggs with top 20, so I think he's probably going to end up finishing ahead, so he'll definitely have a ride. But Jeremy, what the... Jeremy Mayfield finishes second at... Let's see, what race was this? This was Talladega, so not too surprising. You saw Mark Martin won those. So since the playoffs have started, Elliott Sadler, Mark Martin, and Kevin Harvick have been your 3 winners. But Jeremy Mayfield finishes second. Finally gets a top 5 for that 70 team after teammate got him at the start of the season. Haven't put any money into that car since the start of the season. Riggs is 27th. Bad run for them, but he finished ahead of Truex and Dale Jr. and Paul Menard's multi-time winner this season, Paul Menard, I may add. So, good runs for our teams there. Let's see, that should give us a decent chunk of change too. Yeah, $69,000, nice. Let's go ahead. We're gonna upgrade. The. Let's see. Do we want to upgrade the engine on that car, or we're gonna upgrade the engine on Mayfield's car because he had a good run? So that puts his car to 72 overall. Mayfield's a 71 driver. We'll look at the standings again. Just check in as we're getting towards the end of the season here. Mayfield 31st, so he's moved up, and Riggs has moved up another spot to 28th, or he was 29th a lot of the season. So good runs for both those teams. They're getting just got to be top 35 in orange points, baby, and then we're Gucci. 17th and 25th, not the finishes we wanted, but not terrible. Riggs finishes 17th. Mayfield, after we put money into his car, gets a worse finish. by a decent amount, but top 25, whatever. Good finishes for our team. Scott Riggs gets another third place finish. He just really loves Dale. You know, he does it for Dale. He's out there running the laps, 3 for Dale. Mayfield blew a tire, so need to talk to the crew chief about how much camber we're putting, because that was Charlotte. So I mean, we're not a Gibbs car, and it's not the 2019 Daytona or Coca-Cola 600. So I don't know what was happening there. 50 grand right now. I'm going to upgrade the aero on this car. So that takes it all the way up to a 75 overall. Awesome. 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 And then it probably, I bet you it finished 40th. Yep. Involved in a crash. Finished 40th. Great. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Matt Kenseth wins after Carl Edwards leads the most laps. Let's do a check-in on the standings right now. So Harvick is currently the leader in points. Tony Stewart second, right behind him. Mark Martin's kind of fallen off, but he's within striking distance with a few races left. Carl Edwards is probably, and Jimmy Johnson are probably starting to fall out of it, but then after that, I think these other guys are all the way out of it at this point. Tough break. Tough break there for those guys, but as we're moving closer and closer towards the end of season 1, run another race, 23rd and 28th. God bless HAAS CNC Racing. Oh my, can we just get that top 5 was so exciting. And then we're finishing 23rd and 28th again. So Riggs doing his best to try to keep this battle for whoever gets to stay with the team next season interesting. Well, let's see. Riggs 28th, Mayfield 31st. I don't know. I don't think Mayfield's going to have enough time to catch up, even though he's been running better as of late. 36th and 40th. Yeah, that's not going to... Oh, brother. Mayfield in a crash. Hamlin was in a crash, but that doesn't matter. Mark Martin led the most laps, but Harvick won, so should be maintaining his time at the top. So we finished behind cars involved in a crash, so that's great. How are we that slow? Is my question. How are we that slow that we finished behind Juan Pablo Montoya when he was in a crash? Upgrade the chassis. Run another race. Scott Riggs with a top 5. We put money into the car. We get top 5 here. Second to last penultimate race here in the season. Jeff Burton gets a W. Regan Smith, Travis Quaffle, Scott Riggs, Matt Kenseth. So this might have been Martinsville. Because that top 5 is crazy. 40th. Did we get involved in a crash or did we blow a motor? It's one of those two. We were involved in a crash. Oh my god, AutoSim. Why do you do this to me? Alright. Run one more race. We'll get our champion. It looks like it's going to be Kevin Harvick. Because he wins the last race. We get 2 top 15s, 11th and 12th. Riggs beats Mayfield. So great run for HAAS here. And we're going to conclude this video with the off-season total. Harvick is your 2008 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, winning 4 races with 30 top 10s and 19 top 5s. Tony Stewart also wins 4, but has 1 less top 10, and that's probably going to be a big deciding factor there, almost by 100 points. Mark Martin had such a good season with the win column, but again, it's not the bridesmaid this time, but oh, brother. Poor Mark Martin. Greatest driver to never win a championship. Finishes 3rd even in AutoSim after a stellar season. David Rudiman, a couple more highlights. David Rudiman, Montoya, Casey Mears, Sam Morris Jr. all made the chase. So good for them, because I don't think that ever happened. Well, actually, it did for Montoya, but and Rudiman. Did Rudiman ever make the playoff or the chase? Yeah, someone will have to fact check me on that in the comments below. Brian Vickers and Elliott Sadler both won races, but you see they're way down here. 24th and 25th. Brian Vickers actually missed 2 races, so you wonder what would have happened. Bobby Labonte missed a race, but he still finished 20th in points, so good for that Petty team. David Reagan missed a race. Trying to see this blue to help me show. So Mayfield finishes 32nd. Scott Riggs 27th in points. So that means we're definitely going to keep Riggs. I don't think I'm going to fire either of them, but if they're up for contract renewal, we will not be renewing Jeremy Mayfield's contract since he finished worse in points and we put more money at the start of the season into his car. And Riggs got us better finishes. So we'll see how that works out. We might end up hiring a younger guy, or maybe we can just snag a Grizzly vet to get behind the wheel of our car. So let's look at our year in review. The Buffalo Bills defeated the Arizona Cardinals in the Super Bowl 14-11. I know a good friend of mine, Tommy Bordeaux, will be very happy to see that. Commentator on JTN Tuesday nights, by the way. Newt Gingrich becomes president. Okay. The Winnipeg Jets, even though they aren't even back in the NHL at this point, defeat the Carolina Storm. The Rays defeat the D-backs, so poor Arizona there. Pour one out for the Phoenix fans. Golden State Warriors defeat the Raptors, so, 11 years too soon. And then Jeff Hardy defeated Jeff Hardy in the main event of WrestleMania 24 in a 60-man Iron Man match. What? Is that some, imposter crap? Where they, Undertaker and Kane, and there's a fake Undertaker, and WWE, you wildin' out here, you wildin'. Anyways, let's go to silly season. Alright, so this is what we didn't want to see. Our engine goes back down, our chassis goes down, our aero only goes down by 1, our pit crew goes down by 1, we lose 4 on the overall rating for the 66 team. The 70 team, though, big time sad. Engine 6, chassis 6, aero 1. Thank God that was not another 6. Pit crew by 4, and then the overall rating drops by 6. Mayfield wants a 2-year contract extension. So what I said, if he doesn't get better... Oh, we also lost state water heaters from the 66. That is unfortunate. So Mayfield wants the contract extension. We're going to decline that. And we'll try to hire somebody. We're going to go after Keselowski and Casey Mears. I'm going to try to get Keselowski because I like Keselowski. So, So edit team. Existing team 70. No, Jeremy Mayfield is not our driver. Shoot. I guess he was probably in the car for another year. Well, we're going to fire him. Yep. We didn't want to renew your contract, bud. Let's hire Brad Keselowski. 2-year deal. I don't know if we have enough money. We're going to try. Hey, we had enough money. Probably barely. Okay, so we hired him. We still have yellow transportation on the 70 car. We have to get a new sponsor for the 66. So let's find a sponsor. Microsoft PowerPoint and Reese's. I guess we're going to have to take Microsoft PowerPoint because it's a lot more. That makes the decision pretty easy for us there. Alright, so now that we got our driver and stuff, we're going to do the silly season. We'll wrap up this video. I'll tell you all the great things that you can find in the description below. But this is the moment of truth. This is where AutoSim gets wacky. The silly season. So the 96 team shuts down. That is sad. Hall of Fame race. Hall of Fame Racing no more. Or is no more. They will not be living in the Hall of Fame. JTG Doherty Racing joins the Cup Series but does not add a driver. So, I don't know how that's going to work. Dale Earnhardt Inc. has Regan Smith now the driver with 8 going into 2009 after Mark Martin won 6 races. Don't know why you'd do that. Hendrick Motorsports for the 5-car hires Jacques Villeneuve. And then they hired JJ Yeley for the 25. So I have no idea what's going on there. Rick Hendrick is on some strong stuff that I would definitely not want to smoke because I think I'd probably die. Anyways, with all that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for giving us a watch. Thank you guys for the support on the last video. If you watched that one as well, hit like, subscribe. We're going to keep this series up going with our HAAS CNC Racing Let's Play video. I don't know what to call this. Playthrough. Because AutoSim, you have just so many. It's not really a playthrough because there's so many different avenues you can take with this game. Great game made by my close friend. You can check out his website. It's in the description below where you can get the download link. I'll put the Patreon down there so you can help donate to support the game. 7.0 should be coming out in a month or so because there's going to be a lot of updates there, and it's going to probably take out a lot of licensed stuff. So 6.1 might be the time to get on for you. to get this great version of the game. A lot of bug fixes from 6.0 to 6.1. You can check out the Teespring store to get merch. That's another way to support if maybe you don't like Patreon. If you're like me and you like having a physical item as a way to show support, that's why I go there. Patreon, there's different avenues there that help get your name into the game. There's not a credits tab right here, and I don't want to go out of this page right now. We'll look at our team right now. Team info, team overview. So there you see, that's our team overview right now. We got 2 cars going into the 2009 season. 77 driver rating for Keselowski, 71 for Scott Riggs. 30 and 33 years old. Did not realize Keselowski was that old in 2009. I don't think that's correct, actually. That number might not be correct. But, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Share the video. I'm going to share it on the AutoSim Discord, which you can also find on that AutoSim website to join. And we hope to see you guys next week. And if not next week, join us tomorrow night, Tuesday night. It will be August the 14th for the Fast Racing League's Mountain Dew Dash Series broadcast as part of the JTN package here on my YouTube channel at Joe Towanski. Again, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time in the next video. Stay safe, stay great, and as always, keep up what you're doing, living your life, and loving every moment of it. See you guys next time.